My mind goes back to when I was 15. I had then one overriding aspiration: to explore the Amazon forest. One of those things that kids do. My motivation then was very simple. I was fascinated by nature and by the excitement of exploration. Eventually, when I did travel in the Amazon, I indeed met with nature and excitement. But I also got something unexpected. That something was the encounter of people with no voice. Ultimately, it was an encounter that was going to change my life. My first awareness of such people, the one that made me wonder for the first time whether I had ever listened before, happened 30 years ago in Manaus. Manaus at the time was little more than a sizable village along the Amazon River. The indigenous person that I had met there was a member of a local tribe who lived in the rainforest. The man had been brought to the village for the first time because he was suffering from a case of acute malaria. I suspect that his sight of the local hospital, of a few cars, of a small airport, must have been as alien to him as landing on Mars would be for us.
The thread of what I'm going to talk about today is that every voice matters, and every person in the world has an opportunity to make a difference. And we're about to enter an unprecedented time in human history where for the first time all of those voices will be able to be heard. And that's really important because the way I see the world, there are two main problems. The first being an opportunity gap, the underpinnings of poverty and the causes of crime and drug use and environmental degradation and so on. And the second being a hope gap, the terrible belief that an ordinary person can't make a difference in all of these other things.
One of the topics we were to talk about on this panel is technology. Obviously, we all know that technology is so important, from the woman getting a cell phone to what happens in villages now where people can equalize prices in markets via cell phones all over the world. But I think we all also understand that technology is a long way from really fulfilling the vision we all have of taking all the single voices Jeff spoke about and really amplifying them around the world. So taking a minute to think about where technology came from and where technology is going. The first thing technology did, or at least computing technology, is it sped us all up. So the calculations I tried to do badly writing my college thesis crashed the computer system at my school. Those same calculations could be done in minutes on any laptop any of us have. That matters for philanthropy and for making the world a better place because it enables us to analyze, understand, really see the trends in the world faster, speed us all up in our understanding. And when the problems are as urgent as the one Jeff spoke about and so many panelists here have spoken about, that speed is really important, and we're grateful for that. Then the web came along, and rather than just be able to compute at your desk, people were able to access information, and that is an ongoing trend.
It's the middle of the night. There's a power cut. You're stumbling around in the darkness. The batteries are dead in your flashlight. You're cursing, and your hand reaches out for this little thing. You switch it on, and there's enough light coming to find your way to the bathroom or wherever you need to go. This is the first time in our planet's history we have the potential for any one person to communicate directly and instantly to any other person wherever they are. Unprecedented connectivity, and with the cost of phones expected to drop $5 or maybe below, and ownership and use also plummeting. As Muhammad Yunus, one of the elders, says, this is the technology that's going to transform the lives of the bottom 25%. It'll soon get them online too, I'm sure, and it's spreading like wildfire. I believe that there will be no effective digital divide within 5 years. It's a fundamental revolution, the impact of which we're only just beginning to realize how it's going to change our lives. Borders and barriers are eroding almost as fast as the power of nation states. But a lot of the problems are global, and we need global solutions. But we do have amazing new tools, connectivity. We're all connected, and we can deal with problems person to person, one at a time. One person has a problem, someone else can fix it. Not everything for sure, but that's never been possible before. And we can be heard by enough people to make a difference.